that you're going to be going up against VC players as well, dude. And
Oh, I love that, man.
these guys, yeah, these guys don't fuck around. There is a very strict selection process.
Well, it's funny
for the
because, you know,
VC.
when I iced that real player last night, that real VC player, I literally turned around. It was like, you know, that scene out of We Were Soldiers when Mel Gibson's on the radio and he just turns around with his and like shoots him from the hip right through the head. That's literally how it happened, except I hit him multiple times in the chest. But yeah, I was just watching the stream from last night. Fuck me, I get far too into this sometimes, but that was so funny. It was like at one point, like you're like,
no, mate, I really appreciate I really appreciate what you're doing here for us and that. Your contribution to the community is great, mate. You
that's
you
awesome,
also
man.
put life and flavour into it as well, you know.
Oh well, it's a good community. I like to
Everybody's
support
doing
things that
their
are
part,
good.
man.
Yeah, we can help a lot
Well,
of people here.
the guys that come here, they like to loosely roleplay without having their balls jumped on the whole time by someone, you know. So, yeah, we can all get into that, man. We can all get into there.
Yeah,
it's great.
it's all
to
tongue in cheek.
pretend to be a soldier.
It's all sort of tongue in cheek. I'm never really actually angry. Well, actually, to be honest, yeah, I was getting a little bit pissed with Green Hornets last night, but it was only the lack of that slick that was really. Those guys had the Kaz locked down, sure, but it's you got to balance it out. But no, definitely. Who's curating tonight? Are you taking a break?
Pain does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, sensei!
God, you're not one of those
Fucking
people that
live
got
in
like
pain.
super
Every
deep.
day is pain, dude.
Oh dear me. Oh dude, I really enjoyed
You
the
need a
boat
sense of humour.
the boats last night. I want to do some more boat shit tonight definitely, so I'm gonna try and slide in
I
some
feel sorry. I
AOs.
watched your feed, you know, before I logged off and went to bed. Yeah,
Oh,
I
God.
actually watched your footage, and I skimmed through it to points of interest. I noticed you lost your boats a few times, man. That must have been frustrating. But you know what? Your positive mental attitude was so refreshing because you just stopped and you said, "Right, again."
Yeah, that's it. That's all you can do. It's like
this is a simulator.
exactly. You just got to roll with the punches.
Do it again. Do it again. If you don't do it right, do it again.
Exactly. I mean, I think in total we did 5 patrols last night, and I loved it because that's for me. Is like because I know at any point.
What's the button for the duty officer again? It's H,
it
right?
can kick off. Not just because we're in like a quiet area or like part of the map that isn't like on the map isn't very hot. It can still kick off at any point. So I'm like staying on top of the guys, like making sure they're having fun, like telling jokes, but also making sure that you know all the guns are covered and we've got backups in case people go down and you know yada 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 yada. But
right.
Let's fit in some night boat patrols today at some point because that gets the guys' blood up.
There's so much more to this map than just the AOs what we do. So when we start doing the sub-objectives more, you realise what the hell is really going on
I hear chatter on me.
Absolutely. I mean, I think there's going to be a lot of depth to this game, and we're going to see them add quite a lot of other stuff in. And I think like the fact that like we've got a Mightful server that
is right in between the tall grass
pretty
on my
much
body.
full 24/7, and yeah, pretty much. You know that we're in a good position here.
It's full on the peak side. It operates on the demographic of the US. So yeah.
I don't know what
the downtime where people are sleeping.
Yeah.
Pick up Euros and late night killers.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean that's a good crowd right there. Is the crowd that we pick up like so? It's starting to pick up in the last hour. So it's evening time here in Europe. You're going to catch the evening crowd, and then you're going to catch more. You know, the people that the late night gamer crowd in Europe, and then you've got the East Coasters, and then the Midwesterns, and then the West Coast, and so yeah, you've got like it's the perfect part of the world to be in. And this is partially why my sleeping pattern's so fucked up is because I've gamed with Americans for 25 years. You know, I've spent more time with Americans than I have with British people. But no, well,
yeah, they're great guys, man. It's easy to play with American guys. They're so friendly.
They all just, yeah, especially in Milsim, like, you know, even compared to like, you know, more kind of standard games like Battlefield, I think the guys are slightly more sensible. I literally don't come across any racial shit or any just
I do
shit.
enjoy the combat attitude of the American soldier because it's a lot less bullshit than the British disciplined bollocks, yeah, that I really try not to apply to anyone, you know, because that's just fucking big turd, yeah.
Sadly, our the British Armed Forces, I think, are woefully outdated at the moment. They can. Their attitude, I don't know if you've seen any of the recruitment shit that you've got going on these days, but
regular army's just a bag of shit because they've got nowhere else to put the people that haven't got any work, yeah, because the British industry doesn't exist. So
Yeah.
basically they're making themselves a composite fucking fat knacker force, right? And yeah, there's nothing much to it. It's just like minimal basic training and get the fuck out there and here's your minimum
How
wage.
do you call
and
Artie with
motherfucker.
RTO?
No, I got you.
Yeah.
But what time is it now? It is 3:45.
You have a radio on your back.
Where are we?
I do.
Actually, this
Okay,
isn't...
use the scroll wheel menu, and it should say radio support.
Just debating whether to...
You can also
Yeah,
press like
I
the
control
actual
together.
dial
Servers at
on the
capacity,
radio
isn't it,
to
now?
change if you want artillery
Yeah, if you
or
form,
air
you
Thank
don't
you.
actually have to form
That's
the
what I
leopards. You
wanted
can,
to know.
you can
Thank
actually
you
ask
very
any of
much.
the guys that are interested in some.
Oh, absolutely. That's...
basic,
I mean,
I believe
we
it's
had
the
a mate-
left dial.
I like that anyway. I like having... Even on patrols and stuff, I like occasionally like adding a couple of mics in the mixture and like having people from
So what
other
you could do-
sections is good.
Well, what you could do is, right, when we get into the situation where things need doing, and you've got members of the Leopard team with you, you can detail each of your Leopard team member to be a competent sub-squad leader of any section that you send out to carry out duties.
Right, you are. Yeah, I'm a fan of having an XO.
So you could say for example, our friend here, yeah, who's providing excellent security, you could detail the gentleman and to say, right, take 3 men and you give him the brief, and he will then convey that to the rest of the guys, and you see him when you see him, sort of thing. When
Yeah.
it's done.
No, that's
And
it.
so on and so forth. But you know that you've got the discipline of your Leopard team that can actually help and assist the guys enjoy their experience,
Yeah.
because they know what's going on in the AO, and they know pretty much the drills, what needs to take down, and they can loosely guide them through basic fieldcraft movement, target recognition,
Yeah.
all that crap, and give them a quick rundown on the loadout. It's almost like turning into greeters yourself, but actually
yeah,
bringing.
absolutely.
It's always grab the new player that needs to know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's all right. You come with me. You're going to learn a lot better this way, rather than trying to get the information from some guy that's also probably trying to learn what the hell's going on at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It can be interesting sometimes when you're like middle of like leading a squad through some kind of patrol or something, and then someone will just come on like group chat and just be like, "How do you do this?" And just like, "Okay, I can answer you, but oh my god, I'm so busy."
Well, exactly.
good
So it's all
mixture.
about delegation, and the more competent Leopard team members that we have on, the more that you can delegate that power of bringing the other people up to scratch with what it is that we need to do. We're playmakers, if you remember.
Yeah, absolutely.
We actually help the game to bring the
Like
best
Dungeons
of it.
and Dragons and...
It's a big, fat, juicy spot, mate, and we know how to squeeze them.
Oh, absolutely. Just side note here, I've got someone in my chat, guy called Mark07, and he's having
Hey, what's
issues
up,
getting
Mark?
into the server. So it's
3
possibly
foot
is
mobiles,
it possibly
North
because it's
Road
at
outside of the
capacity?
wire.
We
100
have had
meters.
some